What's going on, guys? Eddie Dowd back again with Brian Sachs. I'm a real estate agent. He is a mortgage lender, and we come to you every single week with more real estate tips, more real estate topics. We're every single week we come to you, and we're back again this week. Brian, what are we going to talk about today?
Well, I guess what's on everybody's mind right now, Eddie? What's on everybody's mind? Are we
Well,
going to be a Kamala country or are we going to be a Trump country? What are we doing, folks? The race seems to be neck and neck, and everybody's saying, maybe I'll just hold off till after the election. I'm not sure why you would do that. But here's my thought. Waiting is generally not a situation where you win. Okay. And you and I have gone over the stats every month, basically. We probably should do it today too. But I think what it'll show is inventory's down, home prices are up. While everybody's been waiting for rates to come down further, you know what rates did, Eddie? They went up. Rates have been going up. We were in the sixes a couple weeks ago, and now we're back in the sevens. So if you're watching this and you're waiting, how's that working out for you? Probably not too good. So you know what? The fundamentals of real estate don't really change regardless of who the president is. If Trump wins, great. If Kamala wins, great. Whatever. Okay, we're not making this a political show. But waiting for an election is not going to help you, folks. You buy when you're ready to buy. And if your lease is coming up, you should be ready to buy, because renting, you're really paying a mortgage. It's just your landlord's mortgage. So don't try to time this based on the election. I mean, if Trump wins, does that mean you're not going to buy a house? Or, if Kamala wins, does that mean you're not going to buy a house? Let's not be silly about it. The right time to buy a house is when it's right for you. Again, we're going into a market where rates are a little bit elevated. And I got to tell you, if Kamala wins, she can't change the interest rates. If Trump wins, he can't change the interest rates. They can put some fiscal policies in place that might help or hurt us. I guess we won't know till after they do it, right? But the right time, you got to sort of go in with blinders and ignore all the noise. If you have a lease that's coming up for renewal, you really ought to think about maybe it's a good time to move and own something and build equity. And if rates come down after the election, great, refinance it, no problem. We can do that. Eddie can help us with that. I can help you with that. But the fundamentals aren't going to change. It's almost like trying to, time the market. Eddie, you want to become very rich?
make money when it's up and when it's down.
Do you want to become very rich, Eddie?
Yeah.
It's like the stock market. If I tell you to buy a stock, you should sell it. If I tell you to sell a stock, you should buy it. You can't time it, folks. None of us are sophisticated enough, unless we've spent millions on computer programs to really do that. So do what's right for you. Do what's right for your budget. Do what's right for your family. My personal feeling, here's my personal feeling. My personal feeling has always been that we are about to go into a recession, and I don't care who the president is. I'm just saying, okay? That's, maybe one or the other would get us out of it faster or better. I know where my vote's going, but we're not going to talk about that. But that doesn't really change the fundamentals. I think we're going to go into a situation where rates will come down. But folks, we've said it every week here. Rates will come down, but that doesn't help you, because when rates come down, home prices will go up, and they will probably go up to astronomical type levels because there's such a shortage. If you've ever been to high school and even college classes in economics, what do they talk about all the time? It's supply and demand. Okay.
jump in and say, just the laws of supply and demand. We do have, that's a common thing that we hear, people that are waiting for someone to win. I think that it's more so on one side than the other. Oh, if this particular person wins, oh, then it's going to be a time to buy. That's a very common sentiment that people have. A lot of people are out here saying like, oh, if this person wins, I'm going to buy, or I'm going to sell, or mostly I'm going to buy, because they think things are going to get so much better. But that's something that's going to be that idea is shared by so many people, and I'm sure you hear it, I hear it. So there's a lot of other people out here thinking that. So what happens when all those people run out? Now we
Well,
have
let's talk about these two individuals, okay? When Trump was the president, home prices went up. When Biden, because Kamala's never been president, but under the Biden-Harris administration, we'll call it, home prices have gone up. So, folks, what are you waiting for? Right?
yeah,
This is not the kind of, it's right when it's right for you individually. And, the country as a whole has a very, very big challenge for affordable housing. And, that's a problem. And it's not going to be solved quickly. And it's not going to be solved easily. And so the more you wait, the less affordable things become for you. We're all seeing that. My wife went to the grocery store the other day, and she rarely buys cereal, but she bought like these sugar-coated puffy checks or something. I don't know what the hell they were. $8 for a box of cereal. $8. I mean, you should be able to go out to dinner for $8. $8 for a box of cereal. That's insane. So something definitely has to change. And this has nothing to do with real estate, but maybe it does. Someone that's much smarter than you, Eddie, and someone who's much smarter than me, and probably much smarter than anybody listening, is Warren Buffett. And he's positioned himself with an enormous amount of cash, because my bet is he feels there's going to be some sort of recession coming, and then you can pick things up at a bargain. Okay. He might be right, he might be wrong, but that's the stock market. That doesn't necessarily translate to the real estate market, folks. So if you think you're going to steal a house in this market, good luck. Let me know how you do it, because I sure as hell can't figure it out in this market. So how do they reach you if they want to buy a house, Eddie?
410-588-6536. How about you, Brian? They want to
443-471-5887. And, we're certainly happy to help you. We want your questions. We want you to hit that subscribe button. We're here to talk about whatever's on your mind, folks, so that you get your questions answered and you have knowledge. Because, in real estate and everything else in life, knowledge is the true power. And that's what Eddie and I are dedicated to bringing to you.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us again. And, I said it a little bit, but, just to think about, if everybody else did wait for whatever thing to happen, and there's a lot of people that are saying that, you're also going to have influx of people coming out and bidding up the property. So, prices are only going to go up if millions of Americans then enter the market because their favorite candidate won. So something else to keep in mind. It might be a good idea to get out there beforehand. I know that we're very close to it, but it might be a good idea to give us a call today and get in front of that. Regardless, like we said, prices have continued to go up, and everybody that's been sitting on the couch waiting has lost out.
Still sitting on their couch paying rent. So get up off that couch.
Get up off the couch, give us a call, and click the link below on the Home Funded. We're saying GoFundMe. You guys can contribute to it. Your friends.
It almost doesn't even sound right when you say GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Yeah, you're saying it, but I heard something else. Go
okay. Yeah, the Home Funded. We give you up to $2,000 with that as well. So click the link, fill it out, and we're here to help you. Just like that. That's all for today, but we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Make sure you vote, folks.